They said Aisha's beauty could make a man forget his name. But beauty, in Lagos, is never enough. Not when every other girl is chasing the same dream: money, fame, and power. Aisha was tired of watching men drive past her in Jeeps and Benzes, tired of selling perfume at Balagan Market while her classmates posted pictures from Dubai. So when her friend Cynthia whispered that a certain prophetess could change her destiny, Aisha didn't hesitate. The prophetess lived on the outskirts of the city, in a small house with red curtains and a smell of burning incense. They called her Mama Ahmed. She spoke in slow, measured tones, her eyes rolling white as if she saw things beyond this world. "You want power," she said, "but power demands sacrifice." Aisha nodded quickly, pretending not to tremble. Mama Ahmed told her to bring 3 items: a lock of her own hair, a white pigeon, and the photograph of the man she desired. His name was Chief Osamid, a wealthy businessman, married, known for his obsession with younger women. "By this blood," the prophetess said, "he will see only you." Aisha felt dizzy, almost drunk with anticipation. The next morning, Chief Osamid called her. It worked. She screamed in excitement. He sent a car to pick her up, took her to his mansion in Banana Island, and by nightfall, she was lying on silk sheets. For 2 months, her life was a dream. Shopping in Dubai, gold jewelry, designer bags. But the dream began to sour. Chief's wife, Madame Osamid, wasn't an ordinary woman. She smiled too calmly, spoke too politely. One night at a dinner party, Madame raised her glass and said, "To my husband's new investment." Everyone laughed. Aisha forced a smile, her palms sweating. 2 days later, Aisha woke up in a hospital. Her body itched as if ants crawled under her skin. Mama Ahmed handed her a black candle and said, "You must light this at his gate at exactly 3 a.m. Say his name 3 times, and he will belong to you forever." So Aisha did. She sneaked into Banana Island at night, wearing a black veil. As she lit the candle, the gate opened by itself. She heard footsteps. It was Chief. He was in a white robe, holding a small clay pot that glowed faintly. Behind him stood his wife. "Aisha," he said softly, "you shouldn't have come back." Madame Osamid stepped forward. "You think witchcraft brought you here?" "My dear, it was us who sent you to Mama Ahmed." Aisha's jaw dropped. "You, what do you mean?" Madame smiled. "You were part of the ritual from the beginning. My husband needed a blood renewal to keep his wealth. You were chosen." Before Aisha could move, Chief smashed the clay pot on the ground. Smoke filled the air, and she collapsed. When she woke up, she was in a strange room, surrounded by mirrors. Her reflection blinked back at her, dozens of her, but each one older, weaker. From one of the mirrors, Madame Osamid's voice echoed, "You wanted power. Now you will serve it." Days passed, or maybe weeks. Time didn't exist there. Every time Aisha screamed, the mirrors shimmered with her memories, her market days, her greed, her laughter. Each memory faded until she became nothing but a whisper. Months later, a new girl showed up at Mama Ahmed's door, crying about heartbreak and poverty. Mama Ahmed smiled faintly and said, "Don't worry, my daughter. The spirit of Aisha will help you." But here's the twist. The next night, in the chief's mansion, Madame Osamid woke up screaming. Every mirror in her house had cracked. On the largest one, written in blood, were the words, "Witchcraft didn't work." And from that night onward, every woman who tried to trap a man using Mama Ahmed's rituals disappeared before dawn. Lagos whispered about it for months. But no one ever found Mama Ahmed again. Some say she fled to Benin. Others say she became one of her own spirits. All they know is, witchcraft didn't work.